Gayarekia ona makagaruranagia amaudo mothe tuirerudu mwana wa munda Hi guys. Let me see you when you get here. I want to talk a little bit about my weight loss journey and to try and help someone. Mmekuwa mkiulizia, tuambie ni nini, siri ni nini? First of all, I start by saying, there is nobody in this world that was created with a big belly. Big belly may grow because when you are a child, you didn't have it. So everybody has a waistline, everybody has a flat tummy, and everybody should not have fat stored in their body if they are doing the right thing. On my today's video, I would want to take you to the steps or the what I did in order to move from that size to this size, as you can see on my thumbnail. So in 2021, I got a baby. So it's been 2 years and some month down the line, but I still thought I'm supposed to be keeping the fat because we have that excuse of, I just had a baby and it's like 5 years down the line, I just had a baby. So you use that as an excuse and you fail to work on yourself. Number one thing before I get into the process, please love yourself so much such that you want to see yourself successful financially, health-wise, mentally, and also in any other way all around. If you love yourself so much, you should worry why you have so much fat in your body. As we grow older, we tend to accumulate, or our bodies becomes more harder, or it becomes harder to lose the fat. That is why you should be very cautious with what you eat if you are doing exercise and whatnot. Number one thing, I'm gonna start with the diet. I know so many people want to eat sweet things. They want to eat the wheat. They want to eat the rice. They want to eat all the carbs. But the problem is not even the carbs intake, but the amount of the intake. If you can take something with regulation, or if you can do something called intermittent fasting. When I talk about intermittent fasting, some people think I can do 6 hours and eat. We all have 24 hours. If you eat 6 hours, if you fast 6 hours, you will have 18 hours to eat. And get this clearly. Intermittent fasting cannot help you to lose fat if at all you are not doing it in an effective manner. What do I mean by this? For intermittent fasting to help you, it has to be beyond 13 hours. There is something called autophagy. Autophagy is when the body sugar goes all down and the body now wants to eat something and you are starving it, and it can only eat the stored fats from your body. That is how you end up losing all the fats that are stored around your livers, around your heart, around your kidneys. And that is how people develop diseases. People make jokes when you tell them about losing weight, and they're like, you know what? Having a big belly is now the new fashion. A disease cannot be a fashion. It can never be fashionable. If you want to grow older with minimal ailments, please take part in making sure that that happens. So, if you want to do intermittent fasting and keep everything else that you eat, you will still lose weight. This is a confusion right here. You can still lose weight as you eat everything else that you eat. If you want the comfort zone, it can also accommodate you. How? If you can make sure you do not eat anything before 11 a.m., like today is, right now it's 10:23, I haven't taken anything since yesterday. And then the last meal that you take for dinner is 6 p.m. And don't tell me you cannot make it because of work. I also go to work, but I make sure I fight for that because I want to be intentional about my health. I don't want to grow old when the doctors are restricting me so much because of my health, only because I assumed or I ignored something I could have taken control. So you can still keep eating carbs, you can still keep eating sugar, but if you can be consistent and have a lot of discipline when it comes to intermittent fasting, and this must be 17 hours. If you want to see any change, make it 17 hours. The last meal you're gonna eat is 6 p.m. You are all done. By 6 p.m. you are done. And then you stay all night taking water. You can take hot water. You can take drinks that do not have any milk, anything that looks like a meal. Milk is a meal. Any sugar is a meal. Whenever you take milk, when you are in the window of fasting, you break the fast. So it won't be effective on you. And that is why so many people do intermittent fasting, but it does not help them. Why? Because it is all about how you do it, the length. So I talked about autophagy. Autophagy is when the body is so much down on sugar and it needs to feed on something and you are starving it and it needs to eat. What does the body do? The body goes to the stored fats and it starts eating on those. So that is how you end up having a lean body, because all the stored fats that you do not need in your body, the fact that they are even stored at the wrong areas, around your kidneys, around your heart, around your so you need it gone, because that is how you develop a kidney disease. That is how you develop a heart disease. That is how you become hypersensitive. So what you do after 6 p.m., you can take black coffee, you can take black tea, but nothing with milk, nothing with sugar. Do not add any sweeteners. If you have to add any sweetener, make sure it is stevia, but not when you are fasting. That is during your eating period or your eating window. So this is how you do it. There is the number 2 thing that you can do it this way, and you will see a lot of change. Your waistline will be back. Your belly will be gone. When you do intermittent and you keep all the carbs and everything else that you eat, you still see changes. Only that you have to be very disciplined and make it a lifestyle. This is not something you can do for 1 week. This is not something you can do for 1 month. Yes, you can do for 1 month and you will see a lot of change. You will lose a lot of weight, but you have to make it a lifestyle in order for you to live a healthy life. Number two, the other method of losing weight. This is where you avoid all the carbs. People don't know that beans have carbs. People don't know that fruits have carbs. People don't know that drinking chocolate have carbs. People don't know that all these carbs somehow ends up being stored as sugars in our body. And that is how people develop diabetes and also being overweight. Because most of these, if you can study the process of digestion. Digestion starts in the mouth, but it ends up in the stomach or maybe through excretion. But some of this food that we eat must end up being stored as either fructose, that is fruits, sugar, as either fat or sugars in general. So you have to understand that in order for you to remain like 100% clean ketogenic lifestyle, you need to avoid even the beans, lentils. You need to avoid all the dry beans, the maize or corns, anything dengu, all those, they do end up being stored as fats or sugars, and that is how people are not able to lose weight because they cannot avoid eating this food on, daily basis. So what you need to do is to understand your diet. Avoid beans. Avoid eating grains. All grains, they are not good for you because you have eaten them for way too long. You need to either slow down or you need to cut the amount. You need to cut them out completely. So this is the other way. If you can do away with all the carbs, you can be eating fish, you can be eating milk is not also healthy. Get out of milk zone. You can take whipping cream instead of milk and put it in your black coffee or your black tea. But this has to be organic milk because we have so much GMO raised cattle, and they end up transferring the GMOs to us, the hormones, growth hormones. That is how we end up not being able to lose weight because it also has the growth hormones. So if you eat it in large quantities and you make it your lifestyle, you keep on developing a bad health in your body. Health deposits. So what you do not need milk in your body unless that milk is directly gotten from the cow. Another thing, you do not need to eat no sugar. You do not need any wheat. You can have it, but you have to be on intermittent fasting for it to not affect you that much. But if you want to do clean ketogenic diet, then you have to avoid milk, you have to avoid sugar, you have to avoid all grains, including beans, corn, dengu, lentils, anything, jahe. You need to avoid those and be feeding on cheese, eggs. A lot of eggs will never do you any harm. And you also need to be feeding on vegetables, but make sure they are grown organically. For example, if you eat something like peas, green peas, those have a lot of sugar. They are not healthy at all. All the things that we learned are healthy are not healthy in the real sense because they have a lot of sugar that end up being stored in our bodies that is very harmful. So you cannot eat green peas, miji. You have to put away, to cancel them in your diet. And also, you cannot eat what? You cannot eat, you can eat cabbage, you can eat sukuma wiki or kales, but they have to be organically grown, okay? Another thing that you can put into your diet is fish, that is the seafood, and meat. A lot of meat will never do you no harm. And the fat that comes from meat, the organically raised meat, grass-fed cows, those are very healthy fats. They can never do you no harm. Stop going to the butchery and telling the guy to not give you any meat that has fat. Those fats are healthy. The other fat that you use to cook is what is unhealthy. When you are cooking, make sure you are using olive oil, which is cold pressed olive oil. That will help you. And make sure when you are eating food, you are doing half of the food or 3/4 of the food is uncooked food. Like the salads, make sure the food you are consuming is, the best part of it is uncooked. And that is how you're gonna have to do to lose your weight. You have to have discipline on top. Okay, I'm gonna end up this video. I'm entering into church. Time is up for the church, and time is, it is 10:32, so it is the starting time for our church. I'll see you guys. If you can utilize the information I just gave you, it can help you a lot. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to pin them down on the comment section, and I will come back and read and respond to you. Also, you can reach out to me through my Facebook page, my Facebook account, Essie Kago, and also you can reach me through I don't respond to TikTok messages because I'm not very much active there. You can go and check out my account though, but I'm not able to balance all the social media platforms. So the most one that I use is Facebook Messenger. If you text me on Facebook Messenger, I'll be able to respond to you soonest possible. So Let me hear your views down in the comment section, and let me know how the journey is going or is looking like as we do this. Let us be healthy. Let us focus on being healthy as we grow older, because nowadays the diseases are not choosing the age, they are choosing the person. So we better be cautious and be very much intentional about our health in general, inside and outside. Going to the gym cannot replace diet. You still have to know what you are taking in. Even if you go to the gym and you develop those muscles, you still have fat under those muscles or under the wrong areas, like your kidneys, like your heart, and that is very dangerous. That is what you need to work on. If you are given a chance to go to the gym or sleep, then you need to sleep, because sleep is number one in this process. You need to sleep 8 hours or 7 hours in order for you to develop a healthy body. Sleep is very important. So instead of you going to work out at the gym and you don't have time to sleep, please sleep, because what sleep can give you, the diseases that can come as a result of not sleeping, many of them are not even curable. And the gym, you don't have to go to the gym. You can still not go to the gym and still live healthy. But if you do not sleep, you cannot never be healthy. So let us be very, very intentional about sleeping and setting that alarm for sleeping and meaning that you want to sleep. I think a lot changed when I went back to sleeping enough time and not giving excuses about why I should not sleep the right time. Okay, guys, let me go to the church and join the saints as we worship God because of who he is. Thank you, guys, and see you. Keep on subscribing, keep on sharing. If you share this information with someone, it can be of very good help. I will come back with a detailed step by step and with another screen showing you what I mean by this and the effects of not doing it and the effects of doing it. Bye bye, guys. I'll see you later.